Thank you, brother. We'll come back to you tomorrow. Look forward to it. Before we go to Liz Yore, talking about Boris. He's got to add Boris on Parler. Why is Dominic Cummings not there? So Boris Johnson doesn't even think about getting on the conservative side of Boris. He loses it to Boris Epstein.
We got to remember that Boris Johnson has never thought of getting on the conservative side of anything. Oh wait, except Brexit, when it suited his leadership and his premiership aspirations. Now, Boris Johnson, of course, is in quarantine again, having tested positive again for the CCP virus. But there's a bigger scandal brewing in the United Kingdom at the moment, which is, as I said, for people, over a year ago, his fiancée, Carrie Symonds. Now, Carrie is somebody who I've known for many years. Used to knock at my bedroom window to wake me up in the mornings on her way to work. And I knew back then, sorry, Carrie, but I knew back then, look at Vish's face. Vish, one day.
We finally broke some news here on what
It was only knocking at the window. Now, Carrie is a remarkably left-wing person to be in the situation that she's in, i.e. with unrestricted access to number 10 Downing Street as Boris's fiancée. She's not an appointee in any sense. She doesn't have a formal role. She is effectively the First Lady without even being properly married to Boris at this point in time. And she is pushing the Conservative government.
Right now she's baby mama. She's about to become. She's about to become. They're going to get married at some point in time, right?
Let's remember something else about Boris. He's got 5 kids.
Well, he's got about 50.
He's not making enough money to pay for those kids. We know his younger brother's on the take from the CCP. He's been over there working for years. 3 months ago, we had his father operate as an intermediary between the CCP. If he was here, we'd be punishing his dad on FARA violations. So this idea that Boris Johnson is on the team is nonsense. This is a guy who is at the end of his financial rope. He's at the end of his intellectual rope. We've seen what his courage is like. Rope. He's not able to lead, but he's going to have to pay some bills. So I would default to Boris chasing the money than morality.
Well, and it's very, very similar to David Cameron, who, of course, was a contemporary of his at college. The two were friends for some time, frenemies, maybe you could describe it as. But Carrie Symonds is really the malign influence here. She is hyper-obsessed with the World Economic Forum and its Great Reset. She is hyper-obsessed with this catchphrase that Boris is using now, Build Back Better, the very same that Joe Biden is using. And she is hyper-obsessed with stopping the Brexit process. She is a full-on globalist, and she has, in the last week, succeeded in her 6-month goal of getting Dominic Cummings, one would describe him as, Boris's Bannon, removed from his position in Downing Street. So it's a very precarious situation that Britain's walking into now. No trade deal if there's a Biden presidency. Going back into the European Union potentially under Boris Johnson. The removal of the only right-wing thought leader in number 10 Downing Street, replaced with the World Economic Forum apparatchik, Carrie Symonds.
Okay, we got Liz Yore